everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the After Party Files. I am Shae Smolik, your host for this episode, and today I am here with Ava Ramsey, which I'm actually very close friends with, so this will be a fun episode. How are you today?
Great. How are you?
I'm just so fabulous. So, to start this off, you're not in a sorority, right?
No, I am not.
So what went into that decision? Because I know one thing about ASU is we have a really good Greek life here, and I know I've gotten made fun of from people in Iowa and people in Canada, wink, wink, that I went to ASU and I'm not in a sorority. So what made that decision for you?
I actually went through the process of going rushing, and I personally never, I had an idea of what I wanted to go into it. I'm scared.
Stop. You're fine.
I had an idea when I went into it. I personally am not that type of person. I don't know. What do I?
Ava, just talk. Like the same thing you've told me multiple times why you didn't rush. Just talk.
Okay.
Why didn't you go in a sorority?
It wasn't for me. I went through the process, and
You're going to be the death of me. Okay, I'll talk. You shut up over there. For me, the reason I didn't go into a sorority is because, one, I'm already a very social being, and I feel like I don't need... sororities are nice because you're always getting to do something, and you're meeting new people, but also I'm very social to the point where, me and you became friends because I just started talking to you. I became friends with other chicks just because I started talking to them. And secondly, I don't want to I'm already paying how much to go to this school. I don't want to pay that much to go into a sorority. Right. And also, you don't need to be in a sorority to get into anything frat-related or to get guys or anything like that. So that's what's nice about ASU in that aspect of it. And also, I've never really understood sororities or frats. You could tell me you're in AFE, and I would be like, all right, yeah, dope. Right. You're in DZ, cool. But I also feel like sororities have, they all have their own little niche. I feel like DZ, they're all badass.
Yeah.
They all have dark hair. They're all badass. They have that cat eye eyeliner.
And they have such a, they have a purpose to it in a sense.
Right. And then AFE, they're all blondes.
Right.
They're the badass blondes. And then AKIO, I see AKIO as the sweet little angels of
I did too.
sorority. Every time I meet someone from there, I'm
they're always
you're an AKIO, aren't you? But yeah, sororities are an interesting topic to me. Plus, I know nothing about them. Yeah. So whenever I'm talking to someone, I'm like,
and I've never gotten the concept of it in a way.
Yeah.
I've never been, everyone's sweet that I've met at a sorority, but I personally never came to ASU being or ever, I need to be in one to be felt welcome at the school.
Or fit in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, that's never been my take on it either, because if I'm going to go to college, I don't want to be confined to something that has rules.
Correct.
I can't post certain things. I can't go out and talk to certain people. I'm not going to, and if that's what you want, that's fine, great for you, but also I'm not going to put myself in a confined space like that. I came to college for freedom.
Yeah.
And going in a sorority just feels like I have two more parents.
Right. And there's so many responsibilities that go along with it.
Right.
With also, I don't want to feel pressured into not doing something when I'm here to college to experience so many other things.
Right. And freedom in a sense. And then I know my roommate Drew, she wants to have a place in the sorority. I don't even know, an executive position on the chair, whatever it may be. Again, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a lot of extra work. And then going to chapter every Monday night at 7. No, my ass is going to be in bed sleeping.
Right. Exactly.
And I would be paying all of those fines just for that.
Right.
But anyways, how are frat guys? What do you think about them?
Frat guys.
Frat guys.
Frat guys. Yeah. I personally would never date one. They're all douchey, rude.
Yeah.
I'll hang out with them, talk to them. I've met a great group of guys in KA, the sweetest people ever, but I would have a friendship and I would never really be in a relationship like that. Yeah, no,
I feel like being in a relationship with a frat guy is just doomed. Unless they're...
That whole sentence is just wrong.
Yeah.
You should know.
You'd never say that. I'm dating a frat dude.
Good luck.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Back up. No, I like you said, we're pretty close with KA, and
Yeah.
like that group of guys I would consider like brothers.
Yeah.
Like I could go to them if I ever need anything. I feel safe sleeping in their
Yeah.
room without anything happening.
yeah.
I feel safe having an open drink around them, whatever it may be. But also we're so close with that frat for a reason, because they're good guys. You don't know what's going on in any other frat down the street. So yeah, dating a frat guy is never, but also freshmen and sophomores can be a little nuts. But then I think once you get to juniors and seniors, they're mellowed out. Yeah. Like I know I had Tyson Bell on the podcast. He's very mellow now.
But I feel like in the beginning he probably wasn't as much.
Right.
But like, again, that's college. That's you experience it for a reason. Right.
Like that's why guys, but what sucks about guys is they have to be in a frat for a social life.
Yeah. See, that's so different.
Right. Mm-hmm. In order to get into a party, you have to be in a frat.
Right.
Like that kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's like, so the only reason you're in it is to drink and to party.
Right.
There's no other. There's literally no other reason.
See, with like sororities, that's so different because obviously you don't need to be in one, and I feel like they do a lot more. In a sense, a lot more with like the pictures, and they dress up and like they go out to dinner together. But then the guys, it's more just like, I'm in it to party.
Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, right. Like, let's go get drunk. And like, no. So.
Also, for guys, it has to be hard making friends. Like, what do dudes say? I've always thought about this.
Especially if you're not in a frat.
Right. What do you say? Say you're not in a frat and you're like a pre-med major and you're going up to some guy who is in a frat and you're like, yo, let's be friends.
Yeah,
like, What are you saying?
Especially if you're like a downtown campus like we are. That's so hard to make friends when you're not in a frat like that.
Yeah, you got to get really lucky to make friends downtown, especially friends that fit you.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Because I know we haven't found a lot of friends that like fit our personalities in our bubble. But also downtown is kind of confined to itself. Like, we only have the people there. But that's why we're moving into Tempe sophomore year. We're roommates next year. Are you excited about that?
No.
Just kidding. Shit. I knew it.
I'm actually, no, I'm very excited. That'll be fun.
I'm excited to be where the action is. Like,
Same.
And actually be able to.
Like we don't need to drive 20 minutes just to get to a frat party.
Right.
Like
yeah, no, that can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Seriously.
But also I like driving because I get bored within 30 minutes. And I'm like, all right,
let's go. Yeah, that is true.
Want to get in and out?
Right. Like seriously.
Yeah, no, we're always leaving them early unless it's a KA Dage. We're always there at KA, but that's because we know so many guys there. But speaking of friends and downtown, how has making friends, like, how has that process been for you? And do you ever, like, I don't know how to put this, but are there certain people where you're like, okay, maybe you don't fit who I am, but you're still a fun friend?
Yeah. So, and especially it comes to downtown, as we are literally the same person, it's hard for someone to, like, match my energy as I grew up in a small town had the same friends since kindergarten. And for me, it's hard for me to like find people, especially being downtown, like I said, like meeting the group that I want, because I put 110% effort into all my friendships. So if my friend isn't, then I would not necessarily want to be as close to them. But again, that's college. Like when you're older, you might not have the friends that you're friends with now. So I think the whole process of that is like basically college and where you're supposed to be.
I feel like coming into college, my parents were always like, okay, the people you meet freshman year aren't necessarily going to be the bridesmaids at your wedding. They're going to be close friends. Yeah. I mean, we are kind of growing up with them right now, but it's okay for them not to be as close as we are growing as people constantly. Right. And a big thing for me is, like you said, if you're putting 110% in, I expect 110% back.
Yeah.
And I feel like for you and your personality, you expect it, but you won't act on it if it's not like given. Yeah. Right. If it's not given, you're not saying anything.
Right.
And for me, I'm the opposite. I'm very verbal, and I will get what I want. And if I don't get what I want out of my friendship with you, then I'm not going to be a friend. And it's not a friendship.
No.
I'm also someone who puts, I mean, you've seen it. I put 110% into everyone. Everything. I love everyone so deeply, but also as soon as I stop feeling that, then our friendship isn't really a friendship, and I can't rely on you.
Yeah.
Like, I know we've had some instances downtown, and it's like, at a certain point, you have to realize that, like, some people aren't for you, and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's
and that's
perfectly
life.
Right, that's life. I'll go out with you, I'll have fun with you, but I'm not going to tell you my deepest, darkest secrets because I don't trust you and I don't trust you to be there for me when I actually need you. Right. You and I kind of rely on each other in that way where it's like, okay, I'm having a bad day. Will you come up to my room? Can we watch a movie? Do whatever.
Talk about our feelings.
Play
like
Roblox. Yeah. Like we're big Roblox.
We're
people.
Roblox players.
Yeah. Don't make fun of us.
But especially, it's also like you're like my backbone in a way because I'm so scared to talk about my feelings or express my feelings towards anything. As like we talked about, if someone doesn't give me 100% effort, I'm not that type of person to walk up and be like, hey, you did this wrong, and I don't like it. But then for you come up and like, Ava, you know that's wrong. Like, you know that is wrong. Go say something and act upon it. Right.
And I usually stick up for you in that sense, but also from our conversation last night, I got to stop doing that because eventually you do have to learn for yourself that, okay, this person is doing me wrong. And one thing you're scared of is people being mad at you.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if you're mad at me.
And like, go blow away in like 5 days. Like, it's
not that deep unless you fucked someone I liked.
Right.
Or had a relationship with. Like, or you're fucking my brother. Like, it's never actually that deep. And some people don't really realize that because, like, there's so many things going on in college. I'm studying. I'm trying to have a social life. I'm trying to go and see my family whenever I can. I'm traveling. Like, you're always trying to do something in college. And drama isn't really needed. But also, if you're not, one, you're bad at this, telling someone you're mad.
Oh, I'm awful. Yeah.
But also, if the person that said is mad doesn't reach out and be like, hey, you did this, really made me upset, I'm kind of mad about it, then it's not your issue.
Yeah, right.
Like, if you're not, one, if you ask about it and they do say, yes, I am mad, okay, well, one, why didn't you come to me and tell me? 2, about what?
Yeah.
Like, what is really that deep that you're going to be mad about?
And stay mad at it.
Right. You know? Stay mad and dwell in those feelings. I think college is a lot about learning emotional maturity. And I know I've met certain people that probably lack in that department. How do you deal with people like that? Like, what goes into it? Because you're so sweet and so caring all the time. So do you just sit back and relax and, like, let it take its course?
Yeah, honestly, I do. And I let it dwell on me till, like, I'm at a breaking point and I don't know who to go to or what to say to people. So, yeah, I do dwell on it forever. And I always think about it. But when it comes to my emotions, like I said, I would never go and be like, well, I think you did this wrong and this wrong. But I can't. I feel like personally, like, again, like you said, like, I hate when people are mad at me. So at that point, like, I just dwell on it and, like, kind of suck it up for myself. Right. And then it obviously keeps tearing me down. Like,
yeah, then you come to me or your mom.
Yeah, right. And then they're like, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you do that? It's like, I physically cannot for myself. I need to stop. But it's also like, that's a learning habit. Like, I'm by myself. I still run to my mom. And
me too.
Yeah. And I will always run to her for, like, an opinion or something. But then she hits me in reality and it's like, Ava, what the fuck are you doing? Like, say something and, like, help. Like, talking about my feelings always helps. But I hate putting it on someone else because then I feel like it's their problem.
Yeah, no, I get that sometimes. But also, like, if I can't talk to you about my feelings, you're not my friend.
Exactly.
If you come to me for your feelings, I know we're true friends. And if I can come to you for my feelings, I know we're friends.
Right.
If someone isn't doing that for you and isn't holding that up, then, again,
it's not a true
boot out the door. Because that's not a friendship ever worth having.
No.
And secondly, why would you even want to have it?
Right.
There's nothing in it for you, really. No. But to go back to frat guys, has there been any on your radar? Or I know the answer to this.
I'm a freshman in college.
You don't have to go into details, but
yes, in the beginning of the year, I've had, time with frat men, and I always get treated like everyone does. It's a frat guy. I don't know what you expect.
It's a young frat guy.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever liked one?
I have.
Ooh. P?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a new revelation for me. I didn't know you actually liked him.
I would say I did I did like him because when I first met him, I was like, this man fits my energy. And I've never met a frat guy that really does. Yeah, he's a fucking dick and he knows how to get under my skin. And I hate when, like, every man knows how to get under my skin. It's quite easy to do that. But once they do, it's like something about that. I'm like,
I feel like a guy has to have a little bit of a dick in him to,
and like that might call me crazy, but like I kind of like that. Like,
yeah,
you know,
but not to the point. Like he got to a point where he was
like come on now, like chill, yeah.
Like you literally said to him, "You're not him."
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah," like you know, it's just
it's like yeah, I am.
And I'm like, babe,
you're a frat guy at ASU. And like, I promise you, you're not.
Right, and like. Him being like, oh, well, I'm not a freshman. Well, babe, you were a freshman a couple months ago.
Yeah, like, you're a sophomore. I would get if you were saying that as a senior, but you are literally a sophomore. 6 months ago, you were in my exact same shoes. So I don't want to hear it from you.
Like, yeah, no. And then don't be a dick about it. Like, come on.
All frat guys are like, they're so entitled. Calm down.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in Pike, if you're in Pike Cap. Are you a good guy? No, probably not. So you can't be entitled to anything.
Right.
Especially at like this point in college. I'm looking for a husband. I'm not looking for a one-night stand or a boyfriend I'm going to date for a year and then he's going to cheat on me.
Or like a situationship for a night and then like, you're never talk to them again.
I'm not doing that shit anymore. Like I did that in high school.
I feel like you're at a point in life where like, yes, sometimes in college, that's fine. Do whatever you want. But like for certain people like you're never that person. You're not that person to be like, yeah, I'm going to have a one night stand with you and never talk to you again. No, you're at the point where you're mature and you're at an age that like you are looking and going out to find a relationship to get married.
My mom has always been like, Shae, your next relationship isn't going to be your last. But, like, I hate that. Because I fall so deeply for people whenever, like, I could go out to lunch with you for one night and
like,
for one
I like
evening
you.
And I'm, like, in love with you is my issue. Like, you say one thing nice my way and I'm like, oh, that's my husband.
Right. I'm the same exact way. I fall way too deep too easily.
And I wouldn't necessarily say that's a problem, but at the same time, we go to ASU, and most of the guys we're around are frat dudes.
Yeah.
And falling for them is, again, the worst thing you could do. But there's got to be, like, good and bad to frat guys. But where's the good? I haven't seen the good.
Yeah. I mean, yes, we've all met, like, amazing frat guys, but it's not like I would ever get
it's completely platonic. Yeah. Like, I'm not ever.
No. And like
even though there is one for me.
Do I know?
Wiki.
Oh my God. Cut that loose.
Yeah. Like,
but again, he's a dick to you. You know?
He is a dick to me and he does ignore me. But I feel like I have the same conversation with him every time. It's
24/7.
It's like they don't listen.
No. Like they have no thought behind what they're thinking. They're like, I'm going to freaking ghost you because I don't even know.
I don't even know what the reason was. Well, I think I do. I did go to frat formal with his best friend.
But he told you that.
Yeah, but then he told me that I was going with him.
All right.
He also, did I tell you that he's planning to take me next year?
Yeah, I did hear that.
So you planned something 2 months in advance and then forgot about it. And you expect me, you're sitting here drunk next to me, and you're telling me you're going to remember that you're supposed to take me to frat formal.
You won't remember it next week.
Right.
You didn't even I told you to open my Snapchat, and you didn't after 20 hours. So.
Yeah, no, that. Oh, also, the thing about him, this girl had a boyfriend, and that's tea.
That's drama.
Basically, this girl had a boyfriend, and this girl, I think she was a pretty girl.
Yeah, no,
from what I remember.
Yeah.
And she was in a sorority, and Luke had me on delivered for 10 days or something, 2 weeks. I don't know what it was. But it was his birthday that day, so I sent him a happy birthday text, like a
normal
happy birthday on my way back into his life. Whatever. Then I go up to his room to steal a Rice Krispie treat because that was my thing. I would go to my go-to. Why I go to your room, and this man walks in with another chick right in front of me. So I turn around and I'm like, okay,
chill.
Did anyone see this?
Yeah.
I'm standing there with my roommate and you, and I'm like, guys. Look behind me. Look behind me.
Freaking out. Guys,
I'm like, holy, I'm already in a very intense situation. We're getting ready to go out to a frat party. everyone's drunk, everyone's probably high on weed. Like, there's a lot going on at this point, and then I see that, and I'm like, well, what the hell do I do? Right. And then I think we went to Pike first or something, and then we went to the KA because it was Camazon.
Yes.
And tongue-sucking makeout.
On the DJ stand.
Like, in front of everyone.
Everyone can see. And everyone's there. Like, no one else, like, everyone's at the DJ booth.
Right. Everyone's dancing either right in front of you or on the DJ booth, and you are just tongue down each other's throat. This girl has a boyfriend.
Yeah, like, take a breather, babe. Like, seriously. Like, they had a boyfriend is absurd. Yeah.
They would pull back for 2 seconds and go right back in. And he's, like, grabbing her ass this whole time. I'm standing there, like...
Is anyone looking at this?
Why is no one blinking an eye?
Like, no one cared.
But, like, it was like last night I turned around and people was tongue sucking each other behind us. Mm-hmm. Have some human decency.
Seriously.
I don't want to see that. No, that's PDA to its form.
No. It's, like, disgusting.
I also don't know how you have such, like, no self-respect as a female to just do that. Like, how drunk are you actually?
Seriously.
To be making out like that. Like, almost... bloody having sex on the grass.
Seriously. Like you're so PDA, grabbing each other's ass, like doing all of this. It's like, what?
And this guy was choking her. Did you see that? He had his hand on her neck. Like, it was a very formal makeout.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
I've never understood how people can do that in public. Because even, like, for me, if I have a boyfriend... And I find it kind of weird holding your hand in public. I
don't like PDA like that. Like, it comes to a point where, like, sure... I'll freaking hold your hand, whatever. Right. But, like, I'm not tongue down your throat in front of everyone.
Put me on a kiss cam, sure, I'll kiss you. But
sure.
That's it. Like, that's all you're getting.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, like, right.
Calm down. Yeah, no, it's very prevalent on our campus, I feel like.
It is. And it's, like, so normalized by people that it's, like, I don't know, I was... never taught to, yes, obviously we're at college, it doesn't, whatever, but I feel like to a certain point that you're basically freaking having sex at a frat party, you know? So I think it comes to a point where it's like, relax, like you're good.
Just calm down.
Yeah, right.
Like, there's no need for that.
No. Like, place. Everyone's staring at you, like,
chill. You don't feel the 8,000 eyes on you right now like on the DJ stand. Yeah, right. Calm down.
No.
Yeah, I feel like in college, there's never, like, frat guys don't care.
No.
At all.
No.
Like, for instance, we know this one girl who was friends with benefits with one guy, but now she's friends with benefits with another guy in the same frat. Mm-hmm. Do you not have bro code?
Yeah, right. Oh, they don't. They don't care. Like, I feel like. They're like,
But how?
I don't know.
Because the two people I was talking about, they were friends with benefits since the beginning of the school year.
Yeah.
And you just don't care that she's having sex with one of your frat bros?
That's,
in the same house?
Right. Like, what? Like, walk down the freaking hallway and you'll see them in there. Like,
how, that literally mind boggles me how. Yeah. But also, there's no girl code for girls either.
Which I find crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm such like a girl's girl to the day I die. And especially when it comes to, if I just fucked a frat dude and you're fucking him 2 days later, like, come on. Yeah, come on now. Like, obviously I'm not going to be like, I'm not marrying the guy. I'm not going to be so pissed, but I'm kind of just like,
if but you're also, there's how many people on this campus?
Right. Like, have a little bit respect.
Right.
So.
It would be different if it was 3 years from now and you had sex with him freshman year and she was a junior now. But again, like, girl code.
Right.
I'm a girl's girl till the day I die until you double cross me. Then it's fuck you.
Yeah, right.
Like, I will probably torture you and make it known that I don't like you.
Right.
You're the opposite of me, but...
Yeah. See, I wouldn't, but props to you for that one. But no, like, exactly. Like, if you do me wrong, I mean, I can't really say that because I wouldn't, I won't be like, fuck you and bye. But, like, I lost respect for you.
And you're probably not going to be as close with them anymore. No. You might go to the mall with them every now and then or go out with them every now and then or get coffee, whatever it is. But
that's different compared to seeing each other every day, Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I've had a couple instances where I've told someone that I like a certain guy and then, like, in high school, and then this person's, like, my best friend was all over him. And I'm like,
where's the respect?
But also, how do you even, when my friend tells me they like a guy, I'm like, I start to hate the dude, honestly. Yeah, because I see everything wrong with him for my best friend. I'm like, okay, well, he does this, he does this, he does this, and he does this. I get you're happy, but let's reevaluate.
Right.
I would never in a million years touch him with a 10-foot pole.
No. Because you're a girl's girl, and you know that's not right.
Right. But also, then you come to college, and that all goes out the door.
Right. No one cares.
And no one cares.
It's like you're in a whole different world or a different dimension, and everyone's like, it's a free-for-all. We're in college, no parents. Like,
it's like
go fuck whoever you want. What
happens in college stays in college. Yeah. But also, that stuff does carry on with you.
1,000%.
Like, for example...
That builds you up as a character when you're older.
But, for example, there's one sorority that has a scuba girl, and this is just absolutely fucking disgusting. But they have a scuba girl. I don't know what sorority it is, and I probably wouldn't tell you guys whether I did know or not. But she has sex with all of the pledges every single time, and they videotape it.
And, like, it went around, did it not?
Yeah. Drew saw it all the way in California. Like, how do you have such little self-respect for yourself that, one, you're going to make a sex tape with how many dudes? 30? Like, there's, like, insane. 30 guys that pledge. And then... what happens when you go to a job? Say you want to be a lawyer.
Right.
And this person that's hiring you does a deep dive. And they look up your name and it says, blah, 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 scuba girl, ASU. They click on it and it's a 30-minute sex tape.
Like you said, any respect for yourself. Like, that's insane.
That girl has to have nearly 100 bodies.
1,000%.
But also, as a sorority, how do you even come up with that?
Right.
Tell me.
I did think she got kicked out after. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure.
So they didn't put her up to it. She did it by herself.
I have no. I don't.
Wasn't even a hazing thing.
I don't know like the full extent to it, but I thought I heard that. So
I hope so.
Same. Because again,
also I thought that was a hazing thing. They assigned a scuba girl,
right? And I think it's more like isn't that a bad rep on the sorority?
Exactly.
Like, obviously they don't want a bad rep on their name. So how does
that? And I think it was one of the lower sororities that was doing it.
Right.
So why would you want that reputation and to be known as the scuba girl sorority?
Right.
Yeah, that's the sorority that has the scuba girl in it.
Right. Like, that does not look good for you or your sorority.
Or the sorority.
Yeah, no.
I also feel like sororities, they try to be this perfect image and like, okay, I've seen your girls get blackout drunk and puke and pee in the bushes at the bar. Mm-hmm. Like, let's not act like we're above all here.
Right.
And a lot of sorority girls, especially the top houses, I feel like they all have this kind of entitlement where it's like, okay, I'm in one of the top houses at ASU and I'm the shit.
Right.
No, you're the same as me, babe.
Yeah, right. Like,
you're the same as every other girl who isn't in a sorority, and you're the same as every other girl who's in a bottom sorority. Right. And they never understand that. They're very entitled. Like, I'm thinking of one person right now. She was so entitled, she got kicked out of 2 sororities.
Right.
And then had to send this long-ass apology saying, like, hey, I'm not mean. Come up to me, and you'll see.
Right.
But you walk around like you
own
your
the
shit
whole
doesn't
place.
stink.
Right.
Yeah, that same chick, I was going to go and say hi to her at the bar, and then she's, like, shoulder-checking girls left and right. Like, she's got knee-high boots on, like, stiletto knee-high boots on, biker shorts, kinda, or like shorts that are leather shorts, Jesus, Shae, and a long shirt.
Right.
And this chick, I think she's stunning. I think she's gorgeous. Yeah. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
I can't put a face to her, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And I actually think I was with you when this happened. I see her shoulder checking people and I go, oh, I'm going to go shoulder check that bitch.
All right.
And then I lost her and I had no idea where she went. But, like, don't be that girl.
No,
if
you should
never. If you're coming
to
college with or you get into a top sorority, whatever it may be, if you start to act like you're the shit, no one's going to fucking like you.
And word's going to get around because people have loud mouths and it's going to spread.
There's a difference between confident and cocky. And a lot of people don't know the difference because you'll be like, okay, you're being kind of cocky right now. And they're like, no, I'm just confident. Yeah. No, you're not.
There's a difference
I'm a very confident person, but I'm the most humble person you will ever meet. Sure, I have a lot going for myself and this and that and the third. you would never know that I have a following on Instagram or that I have my
No.
own podcast or that I have followers on TikTok if I didn't tell you.
Right.
Because I'm not going around being like, heh heh.
Like, oh, look how many followers I
Right.
have. Like, no, you're not that type of person.
Being humble is so much more attractive than being cocky is.
1000%. And it shows who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Compared to someone being cocky and finding it cute and attractive. And
Right. And if you're the type of guy that goes after a cocky girl, then you're an insecure guy.
1000%.
Because they are literally going to doghound you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be in the doghouse 24/7. There's nothing you could do right. Because, I mean, guys are like that too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know I dated a guy that shouldn't be as cocky as he is. And I was always in the doghouse because, one, yeah, I'm a confident person, but also I'm not cocky and I'm not going to, if I like you, and I'm all in.
But that's like your feelings, you know?
Right. But then if you come at me and you're always mad at me, what the fuck do you want me to say to you?
It's like you can't do anything right in this situation. Like,
Right.
you're fucked.
And this guy was better than me, so he thought.
Right.
But that's what ultimately ended our year-long relationship because I can't deal with you doing that.
Right.
And if you can, props to you. That takes a lot of effort. But have any like conversations with a cocky guy and you're just like, what the fuck are you on?
Yeah, and it's like every frat guy that like is at the bar or at somewhere that we are, and they're like, oh, like you're, you know, like they just like make fun of you or judge you, and it's like, who are you?
Right.
Like, stop being so cocky, chill, go, you know?
Yeah, I also feel like guys at the bar have no spatial awareness.
No.
I kid you not, I don't remember, I think this was when my mom was in town and we went out, and it was when your friend was in town.
Yes, yes.
And this guy, I mean, totally almost knocks me over.
Right.
I turn around, look at him, make sure he's not hot. And then I take my elbow and I shove it as far into his dick as I possibly can. Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
You can't shove through the bar when there's one, you're not tall, Drew's not tall, whoever else we were with, I'm the tallest one in the group.
Yeah, right.
And I'm only 5'8".
Yeah,
like,
right.
Everyone else is tiny, especially Drew. Drew is standing there, and this guy is barreling towards her. He just barreled through me. He's barreling towards her. I look back.
You're like, what?
This guy's, one, ugly. I don't know why you're even acting like you have something going for yourself. So I clocked him right in the dick. And he's like, ow, what the fuck? And I turn around and go, well, what did you just do to deserve that? He goes, I don't know. I was like, all right.
Well, then there you go.
Let's think about our actions and not do it again. Right. Like barreling through a shitload of girls, especially one that's standing in front of you that's 5'2" and 100 pounds.
Right.
Like,
and even yesterday, we're walking down the stairs and all these guys are just like looking left. Like, have some respect.
Exactly.
Like, they're staring
right at your boobs.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going to come out and say it. Yeah. You had your boobs. I love your boobs. I'm straight as a board. You got nice tits.
Right. But like, it comes to a point where like, I feel confident in what I'm wearing, but then you're walking down the stairs and you're like, Shae, I mean, you're like, sorry, Ava, they're looking. And I'm like, well, fuck me then.
No,
like,
I literally stopped it dead in my tracks. You're walking down the stairs. These 4 men are walking up. And all they do is, and then they like elbow each other and like, yeah, did you see that? And that's when I stopped and I turned and I was
Ava,
like,
did you just see that? And I'm like, see, like that stuff, like have respect.
Right.
Like,
I get you're a frat dude and you're probably only here to fuck someone, but
like there's definitely bitches out there that got their knockers walking out like it's like a show.
I mean, yeah, there's also like a strip club down the street.
We are like in the middle you can walk there, right? Like you can walk there, babe.
If you really want to stare that hard, either take a picture, it'll last a lot longer.
It will. Yeah, it will.
Or go down to the strip club because you seem like a horny man, and I want nothing to do with you.
No.
Also, can we talk about the instance? There we go. Instance where I was like, for some reason, I can't go up to guys and ask them, like, hey, what's your name?
Yeah,
you got a girlfriend? So I make Ava do it for me.
Oh my God.
And what happened, Ava?
Well, I was helping a girl out. I got to help my friend out. So I walked up to him and I was like, hi, what's your name? Like, do you have a girlfriend? He looks me dead in the eye and says, I have a fiance. I was like, okay.
Ava comes out, grabs me,
I'm
start running.
We go. Like, we're going. Like, I can't be seen. And we walk in maybe 10 minutes later and he's still in the same spot. So Someone was waiting for his fiance.
Either why are you in college with a fiance? But he looked older.
He did look a little bit older.
I like my older men. What can I say? Very handsome guy.
Yeah, he was
10 out of 10.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy.
Why are you at the college club
An
with your fiance? What are you doing here?
I'm a little bit confused. Like, he seemed like he was respectful. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. But like, what are you doing? Maybe you're waiting for a fiance, but your fiance is probably waiting for you at home. Like,
right.
Confused.
Why are you here?
Right.
He also had a wedding ring on his hand. Okay, you don't have a wedding ring on your finger if you have a fiance. You're married at that point.
Right.
Do you have a wife or do you have a fiance? Do you even know?
I got real embarrassed after that one.
What if one time I want to do this? I want to wear a wig out. You know how girls wear wigs out?
Yes, can we please?
Can we?
The little like bobs?
Yeah. And I want to put a big rock on my finger and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Can we?
I'm so down. Let's do it literally Thursday.
We have a lot of ideas that we don't do.
Yeah.
Like the water park. We're probably not going to the water park tomorrow.
I really want to, but I don't think.
I don't think I'm making it. It's also kind of cold here for some reason.
Yeah, these past couple of days, it's been pretty cool.
Pretty chilly. It's monsoon season, whatever the hell that means.
Whatever
we
that
get tornadoes,
means.
that's it.
Yeah.
We get hailstorms.
That's about it.
That's it. I guess tornado is probably worse than a monsoon. Again, I don't really know what a monsoon is. Is it really heavy wind? Because it's been really windy.
I think so. And like the sand, like,
spirals?
like does some shit. Like, I don't know.
We get a sand tornado instead of
right.
like an actual tornado. I don't know. What do you want to do after college?
I want to work in the medical field and do something just to like give back to people.
Yeah, that is very much your persona,
Yeah.
is give back to people.
Yes.
I feel like, I don't know, everyone that's a nursing major, they all tell me how shitty it is. I haven't heard one good story about nursing
at
majors.
all. It sucks so much, but I feel like if you're willing to do it, then you'll be fine in the future.
If you have the drive to do something, you'll get it done. But also, like, you telling me how much you studied for anatomy and then not doing well on the test. Like, that would make me go berserk.
It did. I literally cried every single Thursday after I got, like, my test back from the next week. And I'm like, I put so much effort into this, and I get nothing back. Like, the relation, it still, like, all ties back together. And it's like, I did all of that for nothing.
Yeah, and then they give you the thing where it's like, okay, if you fail a class, you have to change your major.
Right, right. And it's like, well, fuck, like, that doesn't help me. Like, shit.
That's one, making me more anxious than I already was going into this. And secondly, okay, if I fail one class.
Like it's not the end of the world. I think I'll be good.
Calm down, Dean. Calm down.
No, seriously.
Yeah, that's very interesting. But another thing about ASU is they make you declare your major before you come here.
Right.
And no other college does that.
And my friend goes to Oregon, and she literally changed her major or thought of a different major like almost 3 times. And I like the concept of going into something undecided because, again, if you don't like it, like, it could fuck up your whole schedule, mess up you could graduate, like, there's so many different things that could happen if you go into it with a major. Yeah, I know. I think that's kind of why I picked journalism, because whatever I do, I'm going to have to go to law school either way. Right. But I don't know if I want to be a sports agent or a lawyer. Right. Like, those are two completely different things. Exactly. I have no idea what I want to do. Right. And that was one of the things that made me iffy about coming here, because, again, what freshman has it all figured out and knows exactly what they want to do? You could know that you want to be an OBGYN your entire life and then get to school and be like, this is not for me. Yeah, right. This is not what I want to do. Well, I've taken all of chemistry and anatomy and everything I need to take for this major, and now I'm going to have to go and change it and do all of the core classes for the next one. Right. And then it's like, what was I doing? I wasted all of that for nothing. Exactly. Then. Yeah, that's the iffy part about ASU. But aside from that, I haven't had many times where I'm like, I wish I didn't go here. Yeah. Have you? Yes. I'm going to be honest. I really have. I've always, my first semester, even now, I think I just grew up in such a small town. Yeah. My best friends have been my best friends since kindergarten. I didn't know anything else. So I think coming here didn't know a single person, came here open-blinded, and with like all of my school, it's so hard for me that I think it just, again, keeps tearing me down. Yeah. And it's just like, I'm at a point where I'm like, well, if I stayed home or like if I transfer, no.
Well, I'm sorry, you don't have the option of transferring anymore?
Oh, that's too late, so.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's actually too late.
It's not, but
letting you go.
Right. Yeah. And I don't think I ever were transferred, but obviously it's been in my mind, like, if I were to, you know, like, just like, I think anyone has freshman year. It's obviously freshman year. Shit's hard as hell. Yeah. We both went so far away. So it's also like, we're both big people. We also came here with
unknown. Like, it was so much unknown going into
so
this.
Much unknown.
And we knew basically, I mean, I knew one person here.
Same.
Like, going to a college that's far away, it's great for networking yourself and getting out of, again, small towns, because I live in a small town too. But also, it's so unfamiliar that it's scary at times, because my mom was always like, "Okay, Shae, you can't just keep hanging out with Drew and Ava. Right. She loves you guys. But
you need to branch out.
I have to branch out at some point," which is why I started hanging out with Addie and all of them. Love them to death. But if I didn't do that, I would probably be as sad and heartbroken as the next person.
Exactly.
But one thing that usually hits most freshmen is homesickness. First semester, I think we were so busy. For you, it hit a little bit.
Yeah.
But we were so busy.
Oh, I mean, we went out
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We had Sunday and Monday to sleep.
Right. It's like we had something going on every single day. We went to class. After class, we would get home, get ready, go out, then repeat literally every single day.
Repeating cycle every day. Right. And we didn't stop ourselves either. Like, we just kept going.
No. I remember that one time when I yacked all over my bed.
Yeah.
And I had to go to lab the next morning at
like 7 a.m.
And it's just like, but then probably the next day we went out, you know? So it's just
I think we did.
Right.
I think it was Wine Wednesday the next day.
Right.
Yeah, because that was after Ainsworth.
That was after.
That was a shitty experience. I felt like I was in
boot camp. All my sheets off. I had just a little blanket on me, like sleeping at night. My poor roommate, I'm like turned over, yacked all over the floor, and I was like, just go to bed.
Just stop questioning me. Stop looking at me like I'm nuts.
Right.
Well, I think that is all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming on. This was the After Party Files episode with Ava Ramsey. I hope you enjoyed watching it as I did making it. My Instagram is Shae Smolik. This podcast Instagram is the After Party Files. Go ahead. What's your Instagram?
Ava Ramsey 13.
Make sure you follow us both. Bye.